Vancouver police say 2 detectives shot and killed a man in Hazeldale as they tried to pull him over. It marks the department's 4th officer-involved shooting this year and the 3rd deadly one in 3 weeks. Tonight, the Clark County Medical Examiner confirms the suspect is 43-year-old Carlos Hunter, who was killed by multiple gunshots to the torso. Now, the Vancouver police chief, along with Hunter's family, are weighing in on the shooting. Police say the traffic stop was connected to a narcotics trafficking investigation. The shooting happened near Northeast 78th and 25th in Hazeldale. Police say detectives who are part of the gang unit recognized the man in connection to their investigation and tried to pull him over. Police say he had a gun, and when he became uncooperative, they shot him. While court records show Carlos Hunter had served time in prison for convictions on robbery and assault, those cases were about 20 years ago. His family tells us that while Hunter was in a gang at one point, that was years ago, and he has turned his life around since then.
He hasn't been in a gang since he was a teenager. He got in trouble as a gang member as a teenager.
Yes, he used to get in trouble. Yes, he used to be wild, but he changed. He changed his life, and he was doing the things that you're supposed to do to better yourself, to be an active member of society.
This marks the 4th shooting involving Vancouver police officers since the start of the year. The first was on February 5th and involved a suspect wanted in connection to a murder in Kelso. The suspect in that case was not hurt, but the following 3 shootings have been deadly. That includes the February 19th shooting of Clayton Joseph at an apartment complex. Officers said Joseph was armed with a knife. Then on February 28th, Vancouver officers shot and killed Michael Pierce downtown after reports that he was pointing a gun at passing cars and people. Officers said he refused their commands and opened fire. Police just said today that Pierce actually had a replica gun. And then there was yesterday's shooting. We asked Vancouver's police chief how it's impacted the department.
I can assure the community that our officers are well trained, well prepared to handle incidents like this. I would suggest that they should maintain a lot of trust in our officers.
2 of the 4 suspects in these shootings did not have guns, according to police. Fox 12 asked the chief if he'll reassess training.
We train our officers very well, and we spend a lot of time training our officers. And so a circumstance where somebody is armed and being uncooperative and really sets the stage of forcing the officer's decision to use lethal force. I don't know what other training we would do when you're faced with a circumstance like that.
The detectives involved in the shooting were not hurt. They're now on leave, which is standard.